Hey, y'all got a second real quick? Yeah. I got a question. Well, we out here trying to teach who we are. We found out a big secret.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to see what y'all think about it.
Okay.
So, you know the blacks here, right? You know how they was brung over here in slavery?
Sure. Yes.
Right? You're familiar with that?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. All right. So the same people here today.
That one.
Now, if I was to show you that was actually recorded in the Bible over 2,000 years ago, how would that make you feel? And then, with that being said, to have you know who they are in the Bible, who we are in the Bible, how would that really make you feel? Uh-oh, moment of truth.
I don't know if I understand.
Okay.
You're talking about slavery in the Bible?
Slavery in the Bible, you know, that happened, wars and everything.
Yeah.
But let's narrow it down to
Let me jump in real quick.
Okay.
What if we could prove that this list of people right here
Yeah.
is actually God's chosen people and not the whole entire world as we contrary to popular belief?
The people
And
that...
the reason why this happened is because these people was disobedient to the one and only God.
Oh.
And this was their punishment.
And that's a punishment that was written over 2,000 years ago. So,
Slavery happened because they were...
disobedient to God.
I don't know.
The same people. Now,
Oh.
let's see.
Let's
You
identify
have
who
to
these
say-
people are.
Prove it, right?
Yeah, prove it.
Prove it. All right, let's go into, what do you want to go, Deuteronomy 20?
We can. Well, let's go to 76 first.
Oh yeah, okay. So first we're going to distinguish how God had a chosen people. Do you believe that he had a specific chosen people?
I don't know.
Ooh, well, we're going to have to read the scriptures, and it's not going to be my words. It's not going to be his words. It's going to come straight out of the Bible. Actually, I'll put it up here too, and I'll let you read it yourself as he read it. That it's not our words, so don't worry about us. It ain't us. You got to worry
You got a Bible app on your phone or something?
No, I don't.
Okay. But don't worry. I mean, I can read it up. If you want me to show it to you, I can show it to you.
Yeah, here you go. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
Yeah.
Chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people
Holy means separate.
unto the Lord thy God.
Lord your God.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Wow.
Above.
Above what? Let's say equal to.
Above.
Let's say under.
Above
He said above.
all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So that right there
Let's
classifies
ask this question again. So do you believe that God chose a special people?
a specific people that went from Abraham to Isaac to Jacob, which is the forefather of the Israelites. The same people when God said, let my people go out of Egypt. Did he say, let all people go? He said, let my people. So ask him again.
So would you believe that he chose a special people?
We're going to do it step by step
Or
to
would
see
you
how
not?
far we can get.
I mean, it's okay.
No.
It's okay to say yes or no. I mean, however you feel.
I mean,
how you
isn't
feel.
that because that's in the Old Testament and in the New Testament, everything changed?
This is an establishment of the Bible. This is before the New Testament even came.
Yeah, I know.
This was happening.
So
Yeah.
You can't get to Z without the creation of A and B and C.
that's true.
So you have to go
Well, that's
A,
right.
B.
I'm just trying to figure out where you're going with this before I say yes or no.
So,
because
so
I feel like
before
this is a trick
everything
question.
changed,
No,
so
there's no
you
trick
think
question.
everything changed, right? So in the New Testament, Christ came and changed everything that was written of the prophets and everything is what you're trying to get to.
Supposedly, yeah. That's why I was kind of
It
tired.
doesn't work like that. You can go into
Well, I mean, just if we look at it as if,
Malachi 3 and
if,
6.
if God and then Jesus came and said everything that God said do, don't worry about that.
throw it
You're
away.
gonna do with this.
All the stuff that prophet
That makes two gods then. It's two
Isaiah,
creators.
Ezekiel, everything that they wrote will have to get
Moses,
null and
the
void.
Ten Commandments.
Christ said he did not come to destroy none of the prophets either.
Right.
So that's not. And then Malachi 3 and 6. Let's just cut to the chase. Malachi
Yeah.
3:6 says God does not change. He was the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So he doesn't change. He has a specific people. Today, what we think the people over there in Israel right now, the Jewish people, or God's chosen people, the same ones that went into slavery by ships.
Well, let's prove it.
Yeah, let's
Let's
see.
see.
Yeah, go back
This
to
is
that.
Deuteronomy
You should
chapter
have learned something.
28. Let's
Today's
start
going to be your day.
in verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So this is God's giving instructions to the Israelites at the bottom of Mount Sinai. Same people you let my people go, talking to Moses to tell the Israelites, if you're not going to listen to me, go ahead.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
Curses? Man, that's a bad thing, or is that a good thing? Okay, curses
shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So we we can play the guessing game between the people that we know in Israel and these people here. So right now, he said you're going to be cursed if you don't do his commandments.
quote unquote 2,000 years ago. We got to keep on saying this is not something that was just written. This was written Moses 2,000 years ago.
So
What's
right
up,
now
bro?
we still 50-50, right? All right, so
let's go to 68 because I think their attention span is leaving.
okay.
I see it.
All
I
right.
see it.
It's
They
fleeting.
ready.
I'm just
Yep,
confused
they
about
ready.
what you're trying to
They're
tell
ready
us.
to run.
They think that slavery happened because it was a curse that was brought upon folks who didn't obey Lord.
That's not what we
What's
think.
the
That's what the
point?
scripture
That's
actually
what we were about to
says.
bring out right now.
All right,
Which I
here we
don't
go.
agree with, but
Well, we're going to bring it out of the Bible. Whether you agree with it, that's on you. And the Lord shall bring thee into... Oh, go ahead, bro.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt
This word
again.
Egypt means slavery or bondage. You can show them in Exodus. I'll show them right here. Since I play right here. Exodus 20:2. The word Egypt is meaning slavery or bondage. I am the Lord thy God, which I brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. House of bondage is slavery, bondage. Egypt is synonymous. Keep going though.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again
With
with ships.
you're going to go back into slavery because they never did turn back around and go back through the Red Sea. So Egypt is bondage. You're going to go into slavery again with...
With ships.
You looking at the real Jews, don't even know it. The same people that was in slavery in Egypt, the same people that's here today.
There's
Y'all
a slavery
got
in the New Babylon.
And the new Babylon. There's a judgment coming.
The people in Israel,
They're not.
they didn't go into slavery.
Straight lie.
They never been oppressed.
But keep going, because the whole scripture it keeps going.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee,
Just like Moses is telling us,
thou shalt see it no more again.
we have not seen our homeland again. We're still prisoners of war. Still to this day.
How could they be in the land of Israel if it said thou shalt not see it again?
That's a good question. Wow. Interesting. Keep going.
And there
And there, when you get off them ships,
ye should be sold unto your enemies.
what happened to the black people when they got off them ships? Them crayon people?
sold into their
They
enemies.
were
Sold
sold
unto our enemies.
into the enemies.
Yeah.
For bondmen,
Not friends. For what?
For bondmen and bondwomen,
and bond woman.
and
You
no
got
man shall buy you.
5 winters going down to Master Richardson in Memphis, Tennessee. Sold.
Cause with your friend sell you. I don't know y'all relationship, but if we was friends, would I come and take her and then go sell her to that lady over there?
I don't think so. No.
We wouldn't be
Basically-
friends, right? Only your enemy would do something like that, right?
Yeah.
And only your enemy would treat you this way.
Do you think there's going to be justice for this?
I don't know. I hope so.
Let's read it. Revelations 13. Uh-oh. It just got real, didn't it? Yes, I know. Yes, it's not over. The
Sun's
movie is
going
still
down.
being played out right now to this day. The
This
movie is
is
still being played out.
Revelations
So Christ come back,
thir-
right? So the movie's being played out, and right now you're seeing an awakening of God's people, as it says in Ezekiel 37. Hey, you probably don't know that about it.
No.
Okay, cool.
This is Revelations 13 and
Go to-
9.
Yep, 13 and 9.
If any man have an ear, let him hear.
Listen at this real good.
He that leadeth into captivity
If you lead somebody in captivity,
shall go into captivity.
must be. Oh no, it said probably.
No, shall go into captivity.
Did they say shall?
shall go?
That sounds like for certainty. Shall go into captivity.
He that killeth with the sword
A lot of killing been going on in this land.
must be killed with the sword.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword. That's a good phrase. You know about that phrase, right? Yep.
Heard it.
Yeah, I heard it.
Here is the patience and faith of the
The
saints.
saints or the Israelites. Psalms 50 and 5. And so here's the faith and the patience. So just patiently waiting of the
Saints. Yes.
So I know you saying like, hey, I didn't do it. That was my forefathers, right?
Well,
I know that.
that's
No?
not what I'm
That's not
saying.
what I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay. So y'all,
Yeah.
you do have the understanding of it's going to all come back around, basically.
Yeah.
On some level,
in
yeah.
Yeah, in some
way. I mean, I
way.
think we're dealing with it all,
Yeah.
constantly.
Yep. So a lot of people I talk to, they'll be like, "No, it's not happening. I didn't do it," and they'll reject it, altogether.
Yeah,
But
no,
actually,
that's-
y'all actually got 2 feet down. It's like, yeah, I know my forefathers did it, and I know that
Yeah.
there's going to be justice for it if there's a God.
It wouldn't make sense for me to come and steal something from you and give it to my kid, and then my kid say,
And then
"Oh
it's like,
well,
yeah.
I didn't do it. My daddy took
And
it."
it's not
And
just-
you supposed to say, "I guess you got a point there."
This is just.
No, you gonna be like, "Give me my stuff back." I
know
don't
what
care who
happened-
did it.
True. I know this is what happened to us, but you also got to think of all the Native Americans, the Mexicans building a wall, make America great again, the pride of thy heart. That's all in the
These
scriptures.
are all the same people.
They are the same people that God told the Egyptians to let my people go. We're still here today. It's the same thing over and over again.
And look
They
how
have
America-
not let us go. There's a great judgment. I know y'all heard about the judgment. First he destroyed it with water, the world. Then he's going to destroy it with fire. Why do you think the nuclear bombs is being built? I'm going to show
They're
you
gonna
that
get
in the
used
Bible.
sooner or later.
What about the rainbow? Can we have the rainbow next time?
The rainbow was
What the-
given to the Israelites.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's a
Should we
promise.
ponder it? Ponder it for a while?
Yeah, go ahead. Walk on.
Hey, but just know,
just know, whenever you see these people,
because I know America paint us to be terrible people. I mean,
right?
we can keep it real.
Thugs
We
and
can keep it real.
murderers.
We always been
Yeah.
painted to be
You the
because
bad guys.
That's
if
not
not,
good, though. I mean,
if not,
not
then
worth that.
this type of stuff wouldn't happen to us because other people would say, "Hey, stop doing it to me." But if we're painted as enemies and thugs and murderers and rapists and drug dealers and all that, then it's easier for you to say, "Yeah, hey, you can lock them up. Let's do that." Yeah. The reason why
sad.
is because we're these
It's
people.
sad.
Fear-driven narrative.
So
There you
when you
go.
see these people,
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're on board with that, yeah.
yeah. So when you see these people, just know that these are actually the children of God.
Oh, before y'all go, y'all know what Jesus looked like?
It's definitely not white. That's
Right,
what you mean.
right. And he was a Jew, right? He was a Jew, right? So, you want to show Hebrews 7 and 14, and then we can show them Revelations 1 and 14. We'll show you real quick, because I know y'all about to ready to ponder, but I want you to leave out with something, because from this day on, when you look around, you're going to start seeing something different. And hopefully, you might start telling them,
And
for
you
your
will
sake.
understand
For your sake,
why the
because
west side
judgment is
of
coming.
Montgomery is the way it is. It's because
Right.
this is punishment for disobedience.
So-
That's why it's like that. So this is Hebrews chapter 7, verse 14.
Right?
For it is evident
Evident is for certain.
that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
So Christ came out of Judah, the loins of Judah, right? Tribe of Judah. So let's see what he looked like. And you already know what this goes. Let's go. What do you look
See the
like?
arrows.
Right? All praises. Good.
All right.
Ooh, wee,
So
mama.
this is Revelations chapter 1, verse 14.
Yep.
His head and his hairs were white like wool,
He had woolly textured hair,
as white as snow,
and he was completely grayed out, stressed.
and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
And his eyes, the white part of his eyes was red. Not like Cyclops. I know y'all was like,
Yeah,
No,
I was
no,
like,
no.
wait a minute.
his eyes was red, the white part. He drunk wine, turned water to wine. And it also tells you in Genesis where he drunk wine. And it tells you in Isaiah that when he come back, he's going to be he's going to be a very pissed off black man. Coming from the land of Basra. You like that, huh?
Yeah, that's great.
And his feet. Okay.
All right.
Right. And his feet.
So his
like-
feet. So if you can look down at your feet, they're pretty much the same color as the rest of your face or your body. Okay, keep going. And his feet like unto
like unto fine brass.
brass is like that's little sister's color. Brass is like a penny. But let's see how dark.
As if it burned in a furnace.
Very heavily metalated. And he was from the tribe of Judah. And it just so happened. Yeah. He wasn't an African, he was a real Jew. So what you're doing and what I'm trying to get you to realize is these people that don't know who they are, they call themselves a black, a color, or African American, 2 different continents, and all these other names and stuff that they've been taught, right, are actually the real Jews in the Bible. Y'all better start treating them right from this day on. Y'all better start treating them for your sake, because there's a judgment coming on a whole nation. Like all the Egyptians got judged, your whole nation is going to get judged. What you need to do as an individual is start to try to help wake up the blacks, so-called crayons, to showing them who they are for your judgment, so maybe you can probably get into the kingdom of heaven and be a slave. Because it's either that or you're going into extinction, actually.
Yeah.
You're going to be
Along with there are all the other non-believers.
Yeah. That is way... I mean, we can show you this in the Bible.
So it's essentially as simple as this. Either you go with the Creator and do as He say, or you get through in the lake of fire. Nobody is safe from anything.
Nope.
Well, let's ponder that one, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
I know you probably never heard this before because this is not what America teaches.
Right, and the Jewish people, oh my God, they got something on.
Well, I think
This
a lot of
is what
people agree with
America
that.
teaches. This is Jesus.
Yeah, I still
That's
think a lot of
a
people
lot.
know that, but they don't care. Like they're like, okay, yeah, we've heard that.
And you know what's gonna happen to those people too? They're gonna get through in the lake of fire as well.
Make it fire. Follow you, I try to stay in the kingdom. I'll try to wake up God's people to make it in the kingdom. It's going to be righteous. But you're going to pay for what your forefathers did. So you're going into slavery for one thing. Or you're going to either be extinct or you're going to be not coming back here. So one or the other. And it's going to be done righteous. We're not going to do you like how you did out there.
But this won't happen.
Raping us and
This stuff won't happen.
all of that. No, it's going to be
That's
justice.
wickedness.
It's
That's
gonna be
evil.
just. That's very evil. And was it medicals and cutting opening and doing dissections and stuff?
Well, y'all seen the movies. Y'all seen all this.
I mean, I can all of that terrible stuff is coming back. It says double the cut. It's gonna be bad. So
It's still going on today because right now America is taking these people's children from them.
it just keeps getting
Right
worse and worse. There's a tally, and as you can see, what's going on in the world, you can tell like something bad is about to happen. Gog and Magog is Korea, Russia, China.
And
All
Trump-
of that is in the
and
Bible.
Trump
I can
is
show
doing
you
his
all
thing.
of
He's
it.
egging it on.
Trump make America great again.
Oh, yeah. It's about
There's
to
gonna
go
be a
down.
race war. It's all throughout the Bible.
All right.
It's a lot.
We'll take that.
Think
Roll
about
with
it.
it. But
Oh
hey,
no, we can just do this. Yep.
good night.
Good night. Good night. Remember. Remember.
All right, man.
Have a
Look
good
it
one,
up.
guys.
All right. All praises to the Most High.
I know they like
You better go tell somebody. Yep.